So if you've done at least 5 DevOps job interviews and you've not gotten any job offer, this video is for you. It's not because you don't know enough, it's because of how you answer DevOps questions. Let me show you what most people miss. I'm going to simulate a real DevOps job interview. Same questions, 2 candidates. One, an experienced DevOps engineer, and the other, a junior DevOps engineer. Pay attention to how they answer the questions, not the tools they name. How do you use Terraform in production environment?
We use Terraform to create infrastructure. We write modules for AWS resources. Then we run Terraform apply to deploy.
Now let's hear an answer that gets you the job.
We use Terraform to control change. Every infrastructure update goes through version control, a plan phase, and review before it touches production. We separate environments, lock state to prevent conflicts, and avoid changes that can't be rolled back easily.
Here's the problem with the first answer. It's not wrong, but it doesn't tell me if you've ever broken production. The second answer tells me this person has felt the pain of bad infrastructure changes. Listen to this. Interviewers listen to scars, not syntax. So tell me, what do you think about when containerizing an app for production?
We write a Docker file, build the image, push it to a registry.
Let's listen to an experienced DevOps engineer's answer.
We care about consistency. The container should run the same on a laptop, in staging, and in production. We minimize image size, remove unnecessary dependencies, and design containers to fail safely.
In the past, I used to explain steps. Then I learned to explain processes, systems. That changed everything. What role does Kubernetes play in production?
Kubernetes handles deployments, scaling, and restarts containers.
Now let's hear a more senior level answer.
Kubernetes reduces operational stress. If a service crashes, it replaces it. If traffic spikes, it scales. If we deploy, users shouldn't notice.
This is why the first answer usually fails. It described features, deployments, scaling, restarts, but it doesn't explain why these features matter in real life. The second answer connects Kubernetes to outcomes, less downtime, less manual work, and fewer emergency fixes. How do you design CI/CD pipeline for production systems?
I design a pipeline that builds the code, runs tests, and deploys to production automatically.
That answer was very weak. Listen to this one.
I design pipelines in stages based on risk. First, I separate build, test, and deploy steps, so failures stop early. Then I use approvals or gated deployments for production changes. I design pipelines differently per environment. Development, staging, and production. Production deployments are automated, but controlled, with rollbacks, monitoring, and alerts in place.
Here's why the first answer still fails. It explains what the pipeline does, but not how it is designed for production. How do you use Python to improve reliability and reduce manual work in production systems?
I use Python to write scripts for automation, like restarting services, checking logs, or running scheduled tasks.
Now listen to the winning answer.
I use Python to remove repetitive operational work. For example, I write Python scripts to validate deployments, check system health, and automate recovery steps. I also use Python to integrate systems, like pulling data from cloud APIs, processing it, and triggering actions automatically. The goal isn't the script itself. It's reducing human involvement in fragile workflows.
Now here's the difference between the two answers. While the first person was busy listing tags, the other person was explaining the purpose of Python and the benefits it brings to production systems. Here's what matters. Both answers sounded confident, but only one explained real-world impact. DevOps interviews aren't about listing tools. They are about showing your understanding of real-world problems. When you explain outcomes, interviewers trust you with production. That's the difference. And that's what this channel is going to be focusing on.